Hi everyone, Mature Simmer here. Welcome back to Motorsports Manager. We're here for round 3 as we return to Barcelona. So we're taking a look here. Acceleration, low speed corners are crucial. Top speed, same as before. It's another 53 lap run. So let's jump in. Alright, so it looks like both the cars have been repaired. So that puts us in a good spot there. We've got our HQ going, and we're working on part improvement, and in a few days we're going to have our questionable gearbox because it's got a little bit of a risk that it might get flagged in scrutineering. So we're going to be taking potentially a chance with that, but we are going to do that, but work on we're going to get that part fixed up is what I'm going to be doing, because the reliability of parts our team can build right now is actually quite low. So the last thing I want is a low reliability gearbox in a car, especially after we had a better than expected, at least for me, outing last week. Stanek is up there in 5th in the championship points. Crawford's not doing too badly. So let's start moving forward here. Alright, so we've got an interview about the race at Marrakesh being added to the calendar. So we've been searching the paddock for team bosses to question about the proposed vote at the sports strategy group. Have you got time for a few questions? I don't know that I know enough about it. Not rejected an interview yet, but I'm thinking I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn it down because I can't imagine anything good's going to come out of it. I don't know that much about what we're going to be doing, and I might suddenly damage relations with FIA, which I'm sure probably wouldn't be a good thing. Alright, so I think this is going to get the F2 race going. Alright, the coming weekend, the FIA will gather the major teams of the championship for the first time this year to deliberate a new series of rule changes. Current bosses make up the sports strategy group, advises the FIA on rules changes, will decide on whether or not to pass the rule changes. So, political side of motorsport is truly fascinating, said a former series team principal. The rules introduced this season will determine the future of the sport for years to come. It sounds pretty important. So, kind of moving forward slowly here. There we go. So, F2 races. So that is done there. Gearbox is 5 days away, so I'm assuming we're going to hit that pretty soon. Oh, but it looks like we've got the politics vote first here. So a new voting session is taking place. The vote will be contested by all team bosses of the championship. So let's go to politics. So let's see. A new race in Marrakesh will be added. So it's benefiting a few teams, and some teams will likely struggle, but there's kind of no opinion on our team. So let's see, does this give us any info? It's an interesting looking track, I'll say that. I can't imagine having another race would be a bad idea. I don't know. I'm going to vote for. And we'll go on and we'll see. So let's see. 7. Nope. So we've got against. Oh, another against. We've got a 4. It looks like it's going to carry 6 votes to 3. Nobody abstained. So we'll have a new race next season. I'm assuming we're still going to be in F3. So next meeting of the strategy group is in 56 days. So we've got a little ways to go. So yeah, that's just... So next year's rules is just a new race in Marrakesh will be added to the calendar for next season. So we're going to have 10 rounds. Alright. So let's see. So this is the car. I don't know that I want to fit the parts, so I don't think I'm going to do that. So Jaron Deruvala wants to leave Prima. Now Prima is one of the lead teams. And then the gearbox is finished, so again, we just need to work on the reliability. So I'm going to have to go... Trying to remember if this is in this space. Yeah, improve parts. So yeah, they've got to finish working on this, and then what I'll do is I'll have them keep working on the gearbox. And again, you can see we've got a risk of rule break is low, so we've got a little bit of borderline work in there, I would think. Alright, so let's go forward. Thinking it's another race. So yes, it's the F1 in Miami. That is not what Miami looks like. There are no mountains there, so that's kind of interesting. It's like they took some kind of like a Monaco photo or something and put it there. Well, Verstappen finished third, so he's still maintaining his lead in the championship, but Perez caught up a bit. So definitely a pretty competitive F1 series this year. Alright, so we've got 10 days to go. I think this is going to get us... Oh, TV piece. Let's see. So, it's been an open secret, but Ferrari have now confirmed that HITECH driver Roman Stanek has joined their young driver program. It's absolutely great to join the extended Ferrari family and assist the team. Asked whether joining would lead to a move to a higher level Ferrari affiliated team, Roman quickly confirmed that they would remain at the current team for the immediate future at least. Well, that's going to make life interesting for us. So let's see. We absolutely love your work and success of the team. YouTube would absolutely love to film a TV piece in your factory. We'd love to interview you, your chief engineer, some mechanics, and of course the drivers. I fully understand this might distract from race prep. So let's see. Oh, goodness. So we'd make a tiny bit of money. Like, that's nothing. But losing that relationship, yeah, that seems like a bad idea. So we're going to say our facilities are closed to the media. So I'm sure they're not thrilled about that, but that's okay. And then, okay, not much of a chance of rain. Yeah, I understand. We're working on the factory, Elliot. Right, so F1 has got another event that is done. We now have 3 days. So here we go. Traveling to Barcelona, so we're going to start doing some work soon. Just a regular race preview. This is Victor Martin, the new phenom for France. I'm not really worried about it because he's not on my team, so not my concern. Alright, same thing. We're going to pick our bonus pool there. So we'll see. Last time we were 8th and 5th. We'll see. Hopefully. So this will give me a good test to see now, does the knowledge we gained from Barcelona before help? So I think we've got no parts we want to change out. So we're going to go ahead here. So looks like the weather is sunny, but we've just gotten here. Alright, so obviously we're going to put Stanek, car 1, Crawford in car 2. Let's see. So, alright, we don't have any knowledge here. Alright, so we want some high downforce. I'm going to put it in the high end there, that way I'll know kind of what he wants there. And again, the speed balance, if I recall, was better being a little closer to that level. So we're going to go forward with him there. His currents are soft, so that's fine. And then his setup, we'll just leave it right there because we're in the sweet spots there. And we'll just go forward. So I'm going to send him out. So again, we've made all our adjustments. And we'll send them out. Yeah, see, but the setup knowledge, it does seem to start over, so we don't get anything additional there. Because like soft tires, all that stuff, medium tires, like we're getting some active knowledge. I think we're going to want some knowledge of super softs if we can. So I'm going to want to do that at some point. Yeah, it's disappointing. So it's like, how do we... Like, we don't have enough time, I don't think, unless we go out for a longer run or something. I wonder if that's the trick. And so, instead of having kind of one lap and back, if you go ahead and do something a little bit longer. So maybe I'll try that, although I don't know how much time I'm going to have for these guys to do anything at that point. So, alright, handling is fantastic, so I'm glad Crawford's happy. Alright, so he needs a stiffer suspension, so I'm going to have to try to remember that for Stanek. So, Crawford's happy, Stanek wants stiffer suspension. Alright. So, Saucy is doing very well. But we're coming around, I think. Yeah, we're getting close to the... There we go, we're at the start-finish. Well, we're just the first two to finish, so I don't know that that means anything, because obviously we're probably going to get beat by folks. Alright, somebody did worse than us, thank goodness. I missed the communication there. I don't know if I can see it. Need to pay a little more attention when I hear that info. Alright, so Crawford is staying up there. He qualified best in Imola as well. 'Cause, yeah, I think the problem is I just don't know that I can get a benefit at this point. Other than, I guess I won't have a outlap. Alright. So overall, these guys are not thrilled. So let's see. Ugh, handling is poor. Alright, so we'll move the downforce. They're happy with the speed, though. So let's see. I think I ran into this before. Now, he wanted more stiffness. Interesting, though. Because if he wants more stiffness, that's kind of going in the wrong direction. Oh, boy. So he's, like, happy with this. I don't know that I can do much more than this for him. Alright, so we're going to continue. We're going to make this a 3-lap stint. And I'm going to do this on super softs. So we're going to send him out. Let me pause this so we gain a little bit of time as I'm still trying to figure out what's going on here. Alright, so it's interesting. So the mechanics, it's like they changed the downforce recommendation a bit. Alright, I swear I went a little bit higher. So we'll shorten the ratios. We'll go this route. Hopefully he'll be happy. And then we're going to do same type of thing. And I'm going to take him out on softs so that we gain some more knowledge there. Alright. Because right now, I mean, he's still 7th. But we'll see how that all goes. So I'm going to stick... I suppose I see the setup knowledge either way. But, you know, like, we're getting some soft tire knowledge, and the hope is that, you know, we'll get a couple laps, and therefore we'll be able to do better. Because it doesn't look like teams stay out for much longer, so I'm not sure if that really works, but that's one thing that was unclear, because I was hoping the setup knowledge would be built on... Because normally, you know, we'd take some notes or something. And so I was hoping the setup knowledge would be built on from when we were here last time. Alright, so we've unlocked qualifying trim level 1, which doesn't help us a whole lot here. I mean, it will, I guess, in qualifying, but still... You know, and at this point, like, I don't know, I mean, we're going to get more than just the outlap. Alright, so Crawford is at medium on the setup knowledge. Alright, car is much more responsive now, that's good, so I guess we took him in the right direction. So we'll see what Sector 1 looks like. Well, he didn't improve for all his excitement, where Stanek did. And again, Crawford's on better. You know, they're both on tires that should, in theory, let them go quicker. So, are we getting... You know, it's the soft tires that hopefully we'll get to some additional knowledge on, and... Alright, car isn't very responsive. Cornering is almost impossible. Huh. Alright, well, this again is not a wonderful thing here. Alright, well, we had a faster Sector 3. We'll see if we stay up there, but right now, with less than a minute and a half, we've got pole here. Or, well, pole in practice. But having a quick qualifying time, I mean, that's good. where Stanek is not quite there. I just don't know that we're going to get anything else unlocked for active knowledge. Crawford again looks like he's speeding along here, but I don't know that we're going to have enough time. Well, we might get to the... No, we won't get to the line. So we did end up, wow, first. So that's impressive. And I don't know that I'd say Crawford is that much better of a driver. So we'll get to the end here. Gearing feels great. This is much better. Alright, so Crawford's happy. Alright, practice makes perfect. We unlocked an achievement. But maybe the fact that we ended up first in practice. So Crawford sets the pace. A searing pace. So we will see if we can continue there. So now we've got qualifying where our objective is 10th or above. I think it'd be a pretty big disappointment. Now I assume, like, I should probably send Crawford out exactly as he is. So gonna go ahead. Well, they're all pretty happy here, except for that. So let's see. So they're excellent. I just need to do something with the handling. Oh boy. Like that's... because he wanted a stiffer suspension. Alright, we'll give them more acceleration. Hopefully that will be good. And then the question is, do I send them out on softs or super softs? Because this is what I ran into before. So if I do softs, I can definitely get the race done on 2 sets of soft. So I think we do that. Just trying to remember. But super soft tires wear more slowly. So the question is, can I keep him on super softs? So if I can keep him on super softs, maybe. I still think I'd have to go twice, but... Alright. We're going to try that. And then... I'm just going to leave him the way he is. Alright, so we're going to send him out. Yeah, I was kind of thinking it was the race, but this is just qualifying, so... Alright, so no water. We're all good. And we're going to do that, because otherwise, like, I think we have to play with those settings. I'm not sure I get them now. Stanek is in great form, so in theory, that should work. Obviously, everybody's out in super softs. We already have tires and brakes overheated for Crawford, which is a little crazy, given that he's got the bigger green zone. Alright. So, coming up on the start of our lap, so there we go. No distractions, and then I'm sure we'll get something from Crawford too, similarly. Alright, so here we go. I'm hoping to see purples for Crawford. Right now it's Stanek, but Crawford came out later. South Sea is doing better than both my drivers, so that's not good. Because right now it's like, you know, Stanek is setting them, but, you know, South Sea keeps doing better. So he, once again, is the one for the weekend. So, looks like Stanek might be a little bit better. No, now Das went faster. Oh, wow, we're .653. That is not good. Yeah, I don't think we may not end up in the top 10. I guess we'll see, but wow. We've got some folks back in the back that are setting the fastest sector times, so this does not bode well. Alright, well, Stanek is out, and Crawford's barely hanging on. We've got 4 more, and we can only fall 2 spots, so... Oh, and we just fell 1 more, look at that. Smoliar, sector 2 and 3 he took. Alright, I think we're okay, so we'll be 9th, so we'll get our cash, but wow. Not what I expected, that's for sure. So, we'll move it forward to qualifying. So yes, we have the final minute of the session, but not heading out there. A little concerned, that's for sure. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so after a great practice, not a great qualifying. So let's see. So we've got nothing to use other than that. And... Alright, well, he seems pretty happy. So I think overall, you know, we're going to go with that. And so I think that's the setup we've got. So at this point, yes, I'm going to keep him on super softs for the race. But I think I'm going to put Crawford... Ooh, he was really close. Was he happier there? Not really. Actually, we left the setup the same. So, we're going to put him on softs. We're going to see how everything goes. And we'll start them at kind of a middle-of-the-road strategy. Alright, so here we go. 53 laps of sheer excitement and exhilaration. For the fans, at least in the typical start, Crawford falling back. I do not understand. Our team is terrible off the line. We are always struggling with that. So Stanek's already down to 14th when he qualified in 9th. I mean... Or Crawford, I'm sorry. 13th. So... Crawford's driving terribly, which I guess might explain what happened at the start. Just a 2.5 on his form, so I don't understand. My drivers always like end up battling each other. And some of it could be that there's a good amount of folks on super softs. We only have 2 teams on mediums. Alright, so Edgar, who's in 6th, had the fastest speed everywhere, so I'm guessing Edgar is going to be moving on up. Crawford really has nowhere to go but up, given his form is pretty bad. Alright, we're still... Alright, don't get into trouble with each other, guys. But, with Stanek having better form, I think, yes, I'd want him further up, so that is all good. It'd be nice if my guys could pass people other than their teammates. Alright, Crawford needs to get out of my way, so yes. Alright, I'll remember this. Okay, So, don't understand, but he's a little ornery, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, look at him go. He's down to 17th now. Again, I'm trying to maintain a little bit of hope because we had a really rough start at Imola and did okay. Now he drops back to 18th. So we'll kind of, and at that point, I mean, that's the back of the pack for what we got here. Stanek is, I think, I'd say he's right up there contesting things. We've got a pack of 3 cars after this pack of 2 if he can get by here. So that's really going to be the question, is can he maintain... It's just too much. Come on, Stanek. Alright, looks like at least Crawford did something, but again, the guy's got medium tires behind him, so I would hope on softs he could go. Alright, so can't get past Das. That was a nice move. Just, can you stay up there? Yeah, let them fight each other back there. Ooh. Now he got passed by Truly. That always seems to be a challenge for us with him. Oh boy. Come on. Come on, Stanek. I know you're packed in there, but wow. James made it difficult, but I passed. Yep, you did. So Crawford's form is at least going up a bit, but he's still pretty sad, pretty pathetic. Stanek is... I mean, his form is still up there, but he is having a hard time here. My hope is with the slower wearing tires, if I keep him on super softs throughout the race, maybe we'll be able to pull something off. I think that's gonna be my strategy unless I see a reason to change it with him. But right now, we are in the bottom quarter of the pack. Like, this is not good. And this was a track that everyone got pretty spread out on, and that's starting to happen. Like, the first through the 4th cars are really distancing themselves. So, it is not boding well. That is for sure. Now, and as expected, Stanek can't maintain that form that long because I'm sure it's requiring a good bit of concentration. So his form is dropping off. But it just unfortunately kind of keeps turning into a pit strategy type situation, and it would be nice not to have races for my team just be that. But I don't understand how we are so uncompetitive. Maybe it's the driver's skill. I don't know. But, you know, I can't say I'm thrilled with Stanek and his Ferrari connection now, because he may decide he's just too uppity for us. And then he'll just get upset, which isn't going to help anybody. So definitely going to have to see how everything pans out. Crawford, I need you to get your form up, man. Get your form up. But what just happened? Yeah, I cut the corner. That Crawford. What's there to be under investigation for? He, like, clearly drove through things. Yeah, that was not a good move. Alright, so now we got both drivers grumbling they can't get past people. I'm not real supportive of that, because I'm like, well, then drive and get past them. I can't help you there. Alright, nice work, guys. Awesome. I don't know what work we did, but we'll go with that. Alright. So I'm assuming we're going to get in trouble for that corner cut, because it was, like, clearly a disaster. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he lost control a little bit. So we'll see if Crawford gets flagged, but yeah, we got this group, like, I'm climbing, but they could just as quickly pass me again as I just passed the three of them, so I am not sure that that's going to put me in a good spot. Alright, we got a little bit ahead where we're running there, but still got to get past Dawes. Keep trying to peek around, and then we, like, get a run, but then we can't seem to maintain it. See, then he, like, catches us again. Oh boy. And now again they're coming up on us. So I need Crawford. He normally comes along a little bit better later on, but we'll see. I wonder how long they take to review the situation. I would have expected something to have changed there. And Stanek seems to be driving the best. I mean, his form's definitely up there. But I'm just kind of thinking this through. It's like, definitely my tire wear is great, but I'm so far back. I mean, I'm 26 seconds behind the leaders, so even when they pit, like, I don't think I'm going to have enough to catch, because we have this tight turn right here just before the start finish. So they're pulling in, but then we don't, it's not like we have a long straightaway to zip by and make up some time. And then we obviously have to pit at some point, so it ends up washing itself out. Alright, Stanek, come on, get up to Dawes. Let's see, anything, no weather coming in. Obviously, as we're laying down more rubber on the track, the grip gets better. Alright, yes, you have been stuck behind Trident. Truly is definitely the nemesis of our team. My drivers cannot seem to get past them. And I can't get past Truly. Yeah, we understand. We're just talking about that. Your form's also falling off, so that doesn't help. Truly just ruined my race. Okay. Now what? Okay. So he just turned into me. Alright, so I guess the rear wing is damaged. Oh boy. So I think we're gonna have to come in, I guess. So if we're gonna do that, oh yeah. So we're gonna have to fix the part. Well, that, he may be right. He may have ruined his race. Now, obviously on the graphic, it doesn't change much now. We got still half a lap to get around. The problem is, you know, we're probably gonna get passed by a bunch of people, because with no rear wing, I mean, we have one on the graphic here, but clearly we do not. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. But alright, let's go back to Crawford. Still got a ways to go. So Truly's got some problems too, but the thing is, I don't know if Truly then has a penalty. So Cameron Dawes has been given a drive-through penalty for causing a collision. Okay, I'm struggling to overtake Headley. Like, yeah, we are back. That is for sure. Alright, we head over there. Now, how is he? Not, you know, he's got damage, but we can't effectively catch him very well. So that's kind of sad. Alright, come on. Ugh. Well, Stanek's not very happy. I crashed. Simons didn't leave me any space. Now I have... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. You're killing me. They are killing me. Alright. A lot of bumping and grinding, and again, like that was right after the start-finish line, so all we've got now is having to go around most of the track. So we're just going to continue to have problems, obviously. Why do I have a drive-through penalty? That's my fault? Great. Well, this is not shaping up great, I will tell you that. So I guess we'll see what ends up happening here. The question is, do I have to, because I assume I have to just drive through at some point. So what do I do there? So let's see. I'm going to stay on my current. Like how do I do the drive-through penalty? So I have no changes queued, that's true, but see, I don't know if I just do it or if I have to initiate it in some way. If I do, I don't know that I know how to do that. But like since I pitted to repair, like clearly that's not a drive-through penalty, but maybe we do that this time by. So this is something I'm clearly not aware of. But yeah, this is gonna really hurt me. So in general, we're all definitely doing quite poorly. Alright, so there you go. So we are serving our penalty. So we don't have to do anything, but obviously now we're last by nearly 5 seconds. Oof, I mean, there's a long, long race left, but don't know if we can turn this into anything. Like, everybody's getting really spread out. Crawford's near nobody, Stanek's near nobody. Crawford is just unable to drive today, so he's been very, very ineffective. So this is part of the challenge of trying to kind of understand the game and how it works is, you know, I'm assuming I'm just somewhat limited by my drivers and my staff and all of that. But yeah, now, you know, the individual in front, wait, he was 15 seconds, now it's 2. I don't understand. Maybe maybe Schumacher pitted or something, so we got closer. Alright, I'm gonna go take a peek at Crawford, because Stanek's pretty much a lost cause right now as far back as he is, so we'll see if he can rally and do something. In the meantime, I wish I could do something to improve Crawford's form, because I'm sure that's certainly part of what it will take to get himself anywhere in the point of moving up or anything like that. But like at this point, the fact that both my drivers have lost parts and we've had to pit has really messed us up. I was hoping I'd at least have one that would do okay, but I'm not sure that that's going to happen. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and speed up a bit. I probably just want to go 2 times. But at this point, we're kind of in that spot where we're running for a while, unless something starts to happen. But that way, we don't make what right now is lining up to be a disaster take longer than it needs to. We're getting close. Well, we were getting close. So again, I think we've got folks pitting is what's going on. Just cannot believe that Crawford is having this poor of a form throughout this long into the race. I mean, we're almost 20 laps in now. You know, Stanek is slowly catching the field, but everybody ahead of him for the next 5 or 6 spots is pitted as well, so they're not going to pit and he's not going to catch anybody. We could just get past. I think we did. So I don't know what Headley had there, but yeah, he was fastest in Sector 2, but alright, Stanek getting to within a second. What is going on with Headley? How has he suddenly become the greatest driver ever known? Yeah, I'm not sure. So right now, it's just a very... Tire temps are super low. I need to push to get the heat back up. Alright, fine. Go ahead and push. I mean, Stanek at least is maintaining his form, but fortunately he's maintaining it at the tail end of the field. So I'm just having a really challenging race with my drivers, that's for sure. Crawford can't get himself up into good form, which probably is affecting his ability to truly compete here with anyone. And Stanek is just too far back to be competitive with anybody. And because we're pushing and, you know, we're catching, and once again Schumacher's also on mediums, so we should be in better shape that way. So, you know, the only thing we could perhaps do well with is, with those accidents we did have to pit where some folks didn't, and so we're slightly off cycle. So perhaps we can stay out at the end longer than they will. Alright, Stanek still just within a second. Come on, Crawford. It's just then... Alright, Schumacher needs to get out of my way. Well, yeah, that might be true, but he's not going to do that because he's a pro race driver just like you are. So go make it happen, Crawford. Come on. This is what we pay you for, not to fall into 14th. Alright, he's at least middle of the road in his form now, thank goodness. Oh boy. Well, and now we lost the spot to someone on medium tires, no less. So you're pushing on softs and you're being passed by someone on mediums. Seems to be a problem there. $29 laps remaining. I thought I had this at 4 times, but must have not done that. Alright, you can't get past Colette. Like, I don't need those messages. I need, like, something's wrong with the car. This is what I need. Alright, Crawford's form at least has improved. Oh boy, this is just not doing well, and that's partially why I'm like, let's kind of get through this part of the race, because it's just painful. It's like we're going to squander everything we did at Imola, and all the benefits we had there. Alright, Crawford's coming up on 8 on form, but that doesn't seem to be helping him any. So yeah, both drivers are definitely settling in, but they're just kind of settling in where they are and unable to make anything happen, it looks like. Alright, come on. You're right there with Schumacher. Do something, Crawford. Come on. Come on, you crazy guy. Ah. So close. Alright, now can we stay ahead? Probably not. Struggling to overtake Truly. Why is that not surprising? It's like that could be the name of our team. I'm struggling to overtake Truly. Alright, good news is I'm opening up a bit of a gap over Schumacher. Bad news is he's on mediums and it took me 15 laps to do that. Alright, so lap 30 starting, so we're at about 23 laps. We're definitely all gonna have to stop one more time. Alright, Crawford's finally getting up in his form. That might be simply because he's got no one around him, so he can just drive his line that he wants to follow. Alright, stuck behind Truly. So, alright, we're getting down to 32% on the tires there. So, let me go back to neutral here. Because, yeah, I'm going to get a lap or two at most. And then that will be it. Alright, Cohen is pitting. So, we're ahead of him. Or maybe that was it Cohen? No. We passed someone out of the pits. I don't know whose DAS is 13th. Alright, let me start to slow down here. Need to get my tires up to maintain grip. Alright. Oh boy. We'll have him push for a bit. He's so far back. This is just a sad, sad state. Alright, so we're gonna get him in. So we have 20 laps remaining. Should I put him on super softs? You know what, I'm gonna put him on softs and I'm just gonna push. Hopefully that will be good. So we've got a little bit of the temperature up. Because what I'm hoping, like, he's doing really well on his wear. But I don't know that that's going to entirely matter, but he should be able to move up some. Like, I'm just wondering if I could stretch him to the end on his tires. I think that would be a lot, but But the, the challenge is, even if people are pitting, like, I don't know that he's going to get what we need. Alright, so we dropped a bit. 14th, 15th, 16th. And now I think I'm going to be able to just run him in attack, unless he starts to grumble that his tires got too hot. But at this point, I have, tires that would have double the distance on them than what I need. Yeah, this is just a bad showing. Now, I'm the first one to have pitted twice. And once again, maybe it's just the reality of getting involved in collisions and damaging equipment and having to come in that is coming to roost here, but I don't know. But the two in front of me certainly have got really worn soft tires for Crawford, so it just doesn't take, 20 seconds in the pits, so, and it certainly doesn't take 69 seconds in the pits, so, like, I just really can't even get in the top half of the field, I think, no matter what I do. Because Crawford's, trying. Obviously, I would expect that he'd be doing that. Alright, let me back him off a bit so his tires don't get too hot. Because that's going to be part of the challenge, is then they'll wear really, really fast, and then I think it messes with the grip as well. I just feel like there's nothing I can do to really make any kind of a change. I mean, literally, there's several cars ahead that I don't think are going to pit before we end. And I mean, the thing is, like I said, like, Stanek is doing well on those tires, but it's just he's so far back. Like, Schumacher hasn't pitted yet. That's interesting, but he'll obviously be coming in at some point. My tire, yeah, your degradation is bad because we've had you push, but somehow he's also getting pretty warm. Wait, I'm confused. I'm watching Crawford. Somehow it was indicating like that Truly was passing me, but I don't understand. Alright, so I think Stanek simply passed Truly because Truly pitted. So, like I said, these things don't really help much. Yeah, I don't think we're going to even have a shot at a top 10. If we somehow pull that off, I'll be amazed. Like, I've been battling with this guy the whole way. I'll pass him when he pits, but that'll be it. And that seems to be the only way my team can do things, is with pit stops, which is sad. So here we go. I'm sure he'll pit. No, he's not pitting now. Wow. Because, yeah, we have 14 laps. I mean, see, and that's the thing. Schumacher pitted, so great. We passed him, but literally, he's back out on the track, and he's not even a second behind us. Like, we're just passing. You know, we'll pass the next two cars, and that'll be it. when they pit. And I think that'll be the best, because there you go, Smolyar's pitting. And yes, they're, you know, went to third, but that may be it. Like, they may get out in third. Yep, they did. So there's just such a massive gap up front. It's like our team's cars are not good on what I would say is a normal F1 track. I mean, Imola's just a lot of straightaways. It's almost like driving on a bent paper clip. But, you know, I'm just not sure. Just not sure how my team becomes competitive anywhere else. And it may just be that I have to kind of pay my dues and go through these early races and just continue to improve, but this is really doing poorly. I'm just really wondering. It's just Stanek is so far back. I don't think it matters if he doesn't pit. I think he's still going to finish like 15th or something, even if he stays out. So that is really sad. Because, yeah, like, I bet, you know, Edgar and Behrman probably are not going to pit. You know, there's several up there. Viscal probably will not. Like, you know, there's 3 or 4 cars that'll pit, but they're so far ahead. They're over 30 seconds ahead of me. They're just going to shuffle around up there, but I'm still going to be sitting back here in 14th. You know, I'll pass Ugran. That'll be it. At this point, I don't think I can get past anybody else. They're all far too far ahead, and you know, Cohen isn't going to come in again. He's already done 2 stops. Just painful. I mean, it's just more learning for the future, I guess. Like, again, Stanek not burning the super softs is definitely helpful. So we'll just go ahead and I think get to the end of the race and see how we do. Yeah, I just don't have a lot to say at this point. We're just kind of doing our thing and seeing where we end up. All right. So lap 44 starts. So I think, you know, we've got 10 laps remaining. I'm not going to press Stanek any. You know, he did pass Ugran as he went in. But there you go, like Leclerc is pitting. There's going to be 2 or 3 cars that might get past him, but we're not going to get any significant, you know, close enough to him to matter. Same thing here with Headley. You know, you've got a few few cars. He's fallen out of the top 10. Maybe he'll fall a little lower. You know, it's the one we're now trying to catch, but he's 5.7 seconds ahead, as we can see in the bar there. You know, he's on mediums. Will make up some amount, I think, but it's not going to be enough to matter. Oy. Alright, I'm just going to put Crawford on the as aggressive as I can. Stanek, I'll just let Stanek do his thing and hope he can make it without having to pit again. Because then at least he'll, you know, finish 15th and or somewhere up there instead of losing the 3 spots he has. Because at this point, if he did pit again, he absolutely would lose things. But, you know, we're going to start getting into the red on the tires. They're going to start grumbling. And he may lose those spaces anyway. But this is kind of where the learning curve is going to be helpful a little bit, I think, for me to see what we can do. You know, but the question is, like, you know, I've got over 4 seconds on the 12th place position. Can I make that up in 7 or 8 laps that we have left? I don't know. But, I mean, I guess I can, you know, say it's just written off to bad luck that, you know, Crawford lost the rear wing, Stanek lost the front wing. We had to come in off cycle, get those repaired, and just really a bit of a challenge there. Yeah, I wish I had something brilliant to tell you, but it's just one of those days where it's just a really, really crappy result, I think. So, the highs and lows of F1 racing, right? We had a glorious weekend, finishing 3rd and 4th last week, and, you know, maybe we'll finish together here, because maybe Stanek will catch Schumacher. Hopefully Schumacher won't catch Crawford. That would be pretty sad. But yeah, we'll see. We've gotten ourselves to within 2.5. Okay, we're 26% on the super softs with Stanek. Yeah, really, in theory, the only one that looks like from tire wear should pit anywhere near Stanek is me here with Crawford. And that's not going to happen. Although, man, we are wearing these tires. Alright, I need to back off on the tires, because that is not boding well. Like, I'm literally going to be on nothing if I keep doing that. Yeah, I think pushing Stanek, this is too far, but it's not like he's in contention for points at this point anyway, so I think he'll be okay. But I mean, we're 5 laps to go or whatever. No, we're not pitting, we're just staying out. Oh, good. So I had looked away, and, well, there you go. So we are done. Yeah, this race weekend is just, it's just a bust. I don't know what else to say, so let me get over here. We'll let him do his thing. But yeah, I don't know what else could go wrong. So, safety car will go in shortly. No, we're just going to keep you out. We're going to make you suffer. Of course, now that everybody's caught up, it's probably really going to be a bad strategy, but... Okay, yeah, we'd have to pass 2 cars. I mean, the benefit is we're close, but we don't have any tires. I mean, so I can't legitimately push, I think, and I don't know. I kind of feel like I need to, but I just don't know. At this point, I'm going to try to salvage something out of it, given that we're close. Maybe I can, you know, and he's driving in his best form. Maybe we can catch the next guy, but I don't think so. I mean, right now we're not getting any green on what we've got up ahead, so... But if we make up 1 space, at least we're 10th, and we can get our 48,000. But I think that's going to be a bridge too far. It's 1.2 seconds. I think we've got less than 2 laps to go, and obviously we've got Schumacher behind, working hard to go ahead and pass us. Come on. Oh boy. Yeah. Alright, yeah, we ain't gonna do this. Alright, I need to... So now I'm just gonna go back and hope I can hold... Oh, wow. How? What? How? Maybe it's just because the tires are so bad. But, oh my goodness. Well, there we go. We might finish together. Oh... But here we go, final lap. Get the pain over with. Because, yeah, we're not even close to anybody. So, last turn. And here we come. Wow, that was bad. Alright, so I think we're going to call that the Murphy's Law race. I don't think there's anything that we could do there that would have helped. Because, yeah, we had a time penalty. Then we got the drive-through penalty. We both got a drive-through penalty. Insane. We're still in 5th, but I mean, we're starting to fall behind even being able to compete for 3rd. Alright, so morale decreases pretty heavily. Wow, happiness for the chairman down 27%. Relationships with the mechanic have plummeted. So thank goodness I didn't do the other thing where we would have lost 20 points. Wow. There's just no good news about this weekend, let me tell you that. Alright, I'll just get through all this. Alright, so let's think again. We've just got new possible pit crew members, but nobody on top here, it looks like. So, not going to worry about that. Got Smoliar, car condition. Wow. So yeah, it's going to take a little while. Sure, let's accept the interview. Ran straight into the back of Enzo, who told us that Crawford shouldn't be allowed to race after that. He's an idiot. I'm going to say accidents happen. It's no big deal. So our chairman didn't like that. So that's wonderful. And then, yeah, Foster storms to victory. We understand all that. All right. So, wow. Rough. We've gone from very secure to secure for our job security. Again, maybe we'll get to experience what happens when we terribly underperform and are booted to the curb. Hopefully not, but we'll see what happens. I'm certainly trying, but I'm trying very poorly. So I know I did, zip things ahead this week just because of my frustration and how the team was doing. But certainly let me know if you're watching this series and following along. Like I said, some of what I've watched, what other people have done in the past, it seems the feedback of the people that watch Motorsports Manager material is they just like to watch the race and kind of see what decisions are made and so forth, and so they just would prefer longer videos and get to see everything instead of either cutting things, which I could do because I could kind of do highlights and so forth and make them super short, because obviously for most of the race nothing much is going on other than we're just going around the track and eating up 15 laps or something. Or I can do something like that where, hey, if we're not near anybody, go ahead and speed it up to 4x or something like that, and just keep an eye on when we get close. We can slow it back down to real speed and go from there. But certainly let me know your thoughts and what would be more interesting for you to watch. Or if what I'm doing is fine and you're just kind of leaving it up to me. But with that, I'm going to wrap this sad week up, and I will see you next time.